Hi everyone, I'm Chef Patty and welcome to our AvMed Health cooking demo. And today I am making the easiest, the most delicious summertime salad. We're using fresh ingredients, raw corn, as long as your diet allows it. If not, you can use leftover grilled corn or you can roast it in the oven, whatever works for you. But our salad is gonna have fresh corn, fresh cilantro, jalapeno, green onions, tomatoes, and a little fresh radish for that extra crunch, and some cotija cheese or mozzarella. Or you don't have to add any cheese at all, but you're gonna see how quickly this comes along. Like I said, I am going with some raw corn, and if you have never had raw corn, trust me, it is delicious. Yes, you can eat raw corn. It's really yummy. You can eat raw corn as long, like I said earlier, as long as your diet allows it. Very important that you check with your doctor first. But I've got some beautiful corn, and all I did was, I don't know if you were able to see it, hopefully you were, I just did one big slice. I didn't have to like stand it up. I didn't have to put it inside of a bump pan, just on my cutting board. And then once you make that first cut, now you're gonna put it flat side down, just like this, and then it's not gonna wobble. So it's easy peasy from here on, and then you just keep turning your corn, and you cut off all the kernels, and done. See how easy? And then if you have any left that are still stuck, you can just kind of run your knife through it. And now I'm gonna grab my corn, put it in my bowl. Love, love, love this salad. It's very light, it's refreshing. And it just comes together in a few minutes. So you're gonna see, and if you wanna add, this would go great. If you wanna add a protein, maybe some shrimp, maybe some grilled shrimp, you can do that as well. I've got some small little cherry tomatoes. I'm just gonna half these. And the tomatoes and the corn just screams out summertime, right? It's perfect, it goes well together. And I've noticed that kids love corn, and when it's mixed with the tomatoes, they're more open to trying it, right? I run a culinary camp for kids in the summertime, and it is amazing to see when children are part of the process in the kitchen, how they are just more willing to try new ingredients. So if you can get the kids in the kitchen, they can help with the corn, they can help cut the tomatoes, and maybe even with the fresh cilantro, if you don't want them touching the knife, because you're scared they might get cut, then they can just kind of pick the leaves off the stems. All right, so my tomatoes are in the bowl. Now I'm gonna cut a radish. I'm gonna slice it as thin as possible and then cut it in half, maybe like little half moons. But if you wanna dice it or you wanna cut it into strips, that's up to you. So I've got my big slices right here of my fresh radish. And I'm not gonna make a big amount. I'm just gonna make, this is probably good enough for maybe me and my husband, we can share this. So I've got one radish cut into like little half moons going in. I want to add some jalapeno. I definitely wanna add a little kick. If you don't like jalapeno, then don't worry about it. You can leave it out. And you can always, if you like a little spice but not a lot, just make sure you don't include the seeds. That's it. So I've got my jalapenos going in. Now I'm gonna cut some green onions. Telling you, so much flavor, so easy. And I've got 3 green onions. And this is for a serving of 2. Green onions in my bowl. Let me see this. A little more. cilantro. Fresh cilantro. You can chop it up or you can just kind of like tear your leaves. Very rustic style. Doesn't have to be fancy. Just so you can see what we have here so far. So we've got our cilantro, our corn, our tomatoes, our green onions. Now, some fresh lime juice. And I'm not even gonna like mix it in a separate bowl, all in this same bowl, just lime juice. If you don't have lime and you wanna go with fresh lemon, you can. So the whole idea is make something quick, something healthy, light and refreshing,